As trader and investor, we understand that losses are part of trading. However, there are 5 stages that we will need to go through before we are able to acknowledge and accept our losses, and finally being able to move on. Hi, I am CY Saw. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 stages how you can deal with trading losses. Click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos we are producing for you in this channel to help you to improve your game as a trader. Now, this model was originally developed and introduced by a Swiss-American psychologist, Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, back in 1969. She called these the 5 stages of grief. Now, I renamed these to the 5 stages to deal with trading losses. Before I get into the detail on the 5 stages, let me share with you what is grief. Now, grief is a natural response to loss, and grief is an intense combination of negative emotions when facing losses. It is the emotional suffering you feel when something or someone you love is taken away. Oftentimes, the pain of loss can feel overwhelming. You may experience all kinds of difficult and unexpected emotions, from shock or anger to disbelief, guilt and profound sadness. The pain of grief can also disrupt your physical health, making it difficult to sleep, eat, or even thinking straight. So these are the normal reactions to loss, and the more significant the loss, the more intense your grief will be. Let me give you some examples of the feeling of grief, the feeling of loss in our daily lives, such as loss of someone you love, or you're losing a beloved pet, a relationship breakup, loss of a friendship, losing a health, losing a job, or even losing financial stability. And other losses including like when you sell your car or house that you have owned and lived in for quite some time, where you have the emotional attachment to that particular object of things. So these are the common examples of grief and loss. So when it comes to investing and trading, losing money can cause us to have emotional loss. Regardless of whether you are a beginner trader or you have been trading for 10 years already, it's normal for us to feel the pain of losing money in the market. And it's about how we are able to cope up with it effectively so that we are able to get back onto our feet and continue the journey to find the next profitable opportunity. So it's important for you to understand when you are facing losses, what stages are you in, and how you can deal with it. Now, when I mention about trading losses, I'm not talking about having only one big loss. This also includes a streak of multiple losses. Well, for some people, even if they are able to profit from a trade, they still feel the pain of loss, because right after they take their profit, the market continues its trend, and they feel that they have lost out so much by just taking profit too early. And for some people, losses can also include missing out trading opportunities, and sometimes they might also lost all of their previous profit. In short, regardless of whichever situation that I have mentioned earlier that you have experienced, as long as you have a feeling that you lose something, then this applies to you. Now, let's get into the detail of the 5 stages of trading losses. Stage 1, denial. This is where you're refusing to believe a loss has already occurred, and you don't believe that the market has already changed its direction. You're looking for evidence to prove that the market is wrong. So you remain status quo, you do nothing, and you are still holding on to the position which might not be beneficial to you. Stage 2, anger. This is where you're starting to pointing fingers and blaming others. You blame the market, you blame for COVID-19 happening, you blame the government is not fast enough in taking precautionary action. You blame the government not giving enough stimulus package to the economy. You blame the trading system is not working. You blame for almost everything except yourself. Some traders, they feel so angry that they want to take revenge against the market. So this is where revenge trading comes in. Now, revenge trading can come in either stage 1 or stage 2. And revenge trading means you are already not in a clear mind to make good quality decisions. Whatever trades you do with an intention to cover back all your previous losses. So this includes trading too much, taking too much of a leverage, over leverage, or even taking excessive risk, wishing and wanting to cover your losses. So does that sound familiar to you already? Stage 3, bargaining. Now, in this stage, you are trying to bargain with the market. You say something like, if the market would turn back up again, I would definitely close all of my position. I wish to have lesser losses instead. Or I wish that I should have exit the market earlier. I should have buy lesser. I shouldn't enter for the trade at all. So stage 3 is where you are still trying to bargain with the market. So this stage where you haven't yet to accept the reality of losses. Stage 4, depression. So in this stage, you're starting to realize that, oh my god, I'm in deep loss already. So here, reality sets in and bargaining turns into depression. You are currently experiencing further losses. This is where you fear of the unknown. You're not sure how far the market can go down further, how long the market can remain that bad, when can you even get a break even out of this trade. You are feeling guilty, you feel helplessness, you feel like seeking some help or even advice from someone else. So this is where you're in a low mood, low energy, and even demotivated, where you feel like quitting from investing or even trading at all. And you may say some things like, why me, or what's the point of going on with this trade, and I can't take it. Why should I bother trying it again and again when I'm currently having in a deep loss, right? So oftentimes depression is the longest stage, and for some investors and traders it can take them weeks, months, and even years to get through this hurdle. So depending on whether you want to accept it and face the reality, or you can change the situation. Here's where you come into the final stage, which is stage 5, acceptance. Now, when you're able to accept that you are facing losses, here's where you are beginning to learn how to cope up and work with this new situation. You're starting to find solutions. Emotionally, you're feeling more stable, and you found some inner peace. And this is the recovery phase. And here's where you fully acknowledge and accept the reality. And you also treat failure as feedback, where you acknowledge losing trades as a learning opportunity for improvement. You are starting to learn how to improve your trades, and that's where emotional maturity and growth comes in. So this is where you give yourself some time to explore, test, and even experiment with new approaches and new solutions to solve your trading problems. You refine and retuning the way you trade, your trading system. You beginning to rebuild your confidence and motivation. You are getting back up on your feet and start moving towards your trading goals. And you realize that, okay, losing is just part of trading. Life goes on. You release all of those negative feelings of losses, and you move on and focus on the next trade, finding opportunity with a clear mind. Now, not everyone who face losses goes through all of these stages, and that's okay. And you do not have to go through each stage in order to accept the reality. In fact, some people, they resolve their pain of loss without having to go through any of these stages. And if you do go through these stages of grief, you probably won't experience them in a neat sequential order. So don't worry about what you should be feeling or which stage you are supposed to be in. Okay, now that you have already know these 5 stages of losses, how you can deal with it, or how you can speed up these stages so that you can gain emotional recovery fast and focus on your next trade. Now, here are the 3 simple ways how you can deal with the trading losses. The first step is you need to understand deeply what is cut loss, the importance of cutting losses, why you must cut your losses short when you are wrong in a trade. So to do that, you need to have a predetermined cut loss before you even enter a trade. So with this, when you understand where you are going to cut your losses when your cut loss has been triggered, you need to execute your cut loss immediately and getting out of the trade no matter what. So this is where you can speed up the process without having to deny that the trend has already changes, and you just accept the reality where the trend has already changed and is no longer in my favor, and I would just want to get out of it immediately. The second approach is you need to have a clear trading plan that you can understand it comprehensively. You need to know exactly where and when to enter and exit your trade. And when you are executing your trade, you need to accept its trading performance. Many traders just blindly follow a black box trading strategy without understanding it well. And this includes they just follow trading signals like green means buy, red means sell without even understanding how it happens. So you need to understand the strengths and weaknesses of your personal trading approach. When does it work well and when does it not work? And lastly, having just theoretical understanding of your trading plan is not enough. You will need to experience it. You need to go through it, and you need to put your theory and understanding into practice, test it out and experiment it. And by this is that you actually really need to put in some money to trade. So that's where you are able to learn. When you trade, you'll need to go through all of the processes until you get so accustomed to cutting losses and moving on, until you are immune to the emotional up and downs of the market hazard. That's where you are able to build the mental toughness, the emotional strength and resilience to go through all of these stages fast. When you get hit, you come back up again. When you get hit, you come back up again. Whenever you face trading losses, cut your losses immediately and trade again. So being able to deal with and cope up with trading losses is actually one of the essential factors for you to become a successful trader. If you find this video informative and of value to you, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share this video so that others benefit from this learning as well. And please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the notification bell right now so you won't miss free trading videos that we are posting constantly on our channel to help you to improve your game as a trader. Until next time, this is CY Song, wishing you good luck and good trading.